Well, I think Fame and Muscle Shoals Music is here because we're fiercely independent. We've been doing business with Bank Independent since the 70s, and to know that they've got our back, it means a lot. They've always been there, and it's always just been a phone call away.
From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is your weather, live at 5.
Fred Gossett here in the Tennessee Valley Weather Center on this Thursday afternoon, live at 5 with your latest forecast update. It's been a beautiful day across the Tennessee Valley. On this Thursday, a little warmer than what we had yesterday. We've been on up into the 70s today. Plenty of sunshine. We're going to start easing cloud cover in, but still overall decent here as we go through Friday and Saturday. But big weather changes on the way beginning for Sunday. We'll talk about all the details ahead as we go through this forecast update. First off, we'll look at the Arctic Air Skycam network, and the sun is shining brightly out there on this late October afternoon on this Thursday. Barely a cloud in the sky. We've seen a couple of clouds here and there looking southward, but overall, plenty of sunshine and blue skies out there. That's allowed temperatures to climb up into the 70s today. No, nothing on Viper Live Doppler radar, but we'll put the temperatures on there. Cool spot currently is Hohenwald, Tennessee, coming in at 68 on one of the neighborhood reporting sites there. Most everybody at 5 o'clock now into the low to mid 70s. A few spots like Muscle Shoals at the airport got up briefly into the upper 70s this afternoon, a warm afternoon. We're going to stay near the upper 60s, lower 70s for Friday, a little bit warmer still for Saturday, and then big old changes with cooler air and rain coming back for Sunday into early next week. Barely cloud in the sky, just a few wispy cirrus clouds here and there. Notice the cloud cover is thicker off to the west, and that is moving eastward late overnight and into tomorrow. Some of that mid to high level cloud cover will start moving into the local area, and then gradually through Friday and Saturday, clouds will start to thicken. Tonight, with mostly clear skies, a light northeasterly wind, the dry air still we're going to drop pretty efficiently overnight down to the low to mid 40s for most of us, except for up here on the Highway 412 corridor. I do think there will be some upper 30s. Places like Lewisburg, Cornersville, over toward Mount Pleasant, and up into the Columbia and Spring Hill areas. I think you're going to be around 37, 38, 39 for morning lows toward daybreak. Partly cloudy skies is what we'll call it for Friday here. There may be some periods where it's mostly sunny, other periods where it's mostly cloudy, so just average out the day to be partly cloudy. Daytime highs in the upper 60s to near 70 over southern middle Tennessee, and mainly lower 70s over North Alabama. Some isolated mid 70s here and there can't be ruled out. So we head into Friday night, we're going to drop again, but not as much because the cloud cover is going to thicken up. That's going to act as an insulating blanket. So we're talking about low to mid 40s across southern middle Tennessee, maybe closer to the upper 40s back toward Wayne and Hardin counties, and then mid to upper 40s, we'll call it between 45 and 50 degrees across North Alabama and northeast Mississippi. That's for your Friday night overnight lows. We'll be up into the 70s here for Saturday, but clouds will continue to increase. It's Sunday when we start seeing the big rain chances across the area. We'll start seeing a few showers as we head after midnight Saturday night, but the big rain holds off until late morning, midday, and afternoon here of our Sunday, and steadily moves across the area as we have a low pressure tracking to our south. Some of the rainfall locally heavy. We'll have a wedge of cooler air coming in on easterly wind from Georgia and the Carolinas, and the rain falling into that will keep the temperatures on the chilly side. We're talking about daytime highs at warmest in the lower 60s, and we might stay in the 50s all day for Sunday with the rainy, breezy, cloudy conditions around. Also, some easterly wind gusts, maybe 20 to 30 miles per hour at times. I think that rain falling into the cooler air will keep the winds from gusting too much higher than that, but that could certainly be enough to knock a stray tree limb down or something like that if the wind gusts around 30 miles per hour. But one thing we are not talking about in the local area is a severe storm risk, not even a low end risk, because we're going to be so cool and so stable with the cloudy, rainy conditions and the wedge of cooler air. But some of the rainfall may be locally heavy, and we're talking about the potential for up to 1 to maybe isolated 2 inches of rain across the area. That continues into Sunday evening and overnight. Lingering showers scattered at times for Monday. and Tuesday, and that's probably going to linger on into Wednesday, if not Thursday as well. And because of the clouds and the rain around, we're talking about cooler temperatures. After being in the 70s for the next few days, we dropped to struggling to get to 60 on Sunday, and we might just stay in the 50s all day because of that wedge of cooler air. And then the 60s for a few more days here, Monday through Wednesday. And there's some data that suggests we may bump these numbers down a couple more degrees. And then even cooler air comes in behind a Wednesday cold front as a big trough of upper level low pressure sets up in the eastern United States. I think we're talking about daytime highs in the 50s, maybe mid 50s or lower toward the end of next week. We have it around 59 for next Thursday. We may be trending a couple degrees colder. It may be low to mid 50s for daytime highs on your Halloween. It's definitely looking like, for all intents and purposes, a chilly Halloween this year across the Tennessee Valley. We'll start detailing that forecast as we get a little closer. Tonight, mostly clear skies across the Tennessee Valley. A little bit of cloud cover easing in after midnight, low to mid 40s for most of us, except up around Highway 412 in Middle Tennessee. You're closer to the upper 30s. A mix of sun and clouds for Friday. Daytime highs a few degrees either side of 70. Clouds thickening up as we head through the day. Mostly cloudy tomorrow night. So we're talking about mid to upper 40s. Mostly cloudy on Saturday, but still dry for the daytime hours. So if you want to head to the pumpkin patch for your weekend before Halloween, Saturday is going to be the day to do it because widespread rain, chilly conditions, breezy conditions, embedded rumbles of thunder on Sunday. Not expecting severe weather, but rainy and windy conditions across the area. Showers at times Monday into Tuesday. A chance of showers lingering into Wednesday and maybe even Thursday of next week as we start turning noticeably cooler and feeling much more like mid to late fall. There's look for latest 7-day forecast. I'll be back at 6 o'clock and 9 o'clock with another check of your local weather.
You're watching the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel.